Right, here we are. We're going to be doing another review of a recently new application. You can be able to get this online at fables.gg. So basically, this is called Friends and Fables. It's a pretty brand new. It first started on Discord, the development of it. I've been able to figure out most of it, so I'm just going to give you a quick walkthrough. So, this is the current version. I'm sure they're going to be improving it. Basically, what this game does is it allows you to play Dungeons and Dragons. I know that the spellcasters have a pretty decent amount that looks fully fleshed. Any melee combat, if you wanted to play warrior or rogue, that still needs a lot of work, I think. But I mean, for it starting out, I think it's really neat. But you can be able to create your own worlds. I'm going to show one that was created from someone. Thankfully, I didn't flesh this out because I'm still trying to figure everything. But you could be able to make your own characters. You could be able to create your own races. You could be able to select the alignment. You could be able to select the class. And you could be able to choose the location. Be able to choose the map. Put yourself a description. Appearance, a backstory, personality. You can even roll for your stats here. You can choose your skills. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of that. You can be able to create an image. What I enjoy doing is going to Bing. Put in the description that it gives you. For example, if we go down here, if we go to appearance, you could be able to control copy all of this for the appearance. Copy paste it. Go to Bing. Apps, image creator. Here's a recent one that I created. If you put splash art in front of it, if you like this style, I noticed that is kind of what it came out with. This right here was something that I did myself, just experience from my own prompts. But anyways, if you want to get better pictures than this, I'm not too crazy about whatever generator they're using, but that can be done. Alright, so we're going to play as Callista Silverpick. She's a level 5 dwarf. She's neutral good. So it shows everything I just stated. You could be able to change the gold pieces that you have. You could be able to add items. I guess that's still being worked on. I'm not sure what's going on with that. All sorcerer spells. So this is what I was saying with the abilities. So if you want to, let's look at minor illusion. So it takes the information and then you could be able to, this is all the information I'm assuming from Dungeons and Dragons. You know, like you got your classic shocking grasp. Thought I would be able to go more into it to see more details, but it does work out really well. So we'll go ahead and select. Oop. Hold on. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and play this one. We're gonna play Callista. You're gonna select. Maybe. All right, so it says here this is basically a world with no surface. Just all ocean. So we're going to start the campaign. So we're just going to dive right in because I'm too lazy to come up with something and I'm not that creative. Alright, so basically it takes the world, the characters, everything you put in there. So it says, here you find yourself in the heart of City of Glass, a majestic metropolis that shines like a beacon of wonder in the endless blue expanse. I will let you read this on your own so that you could be able to understand what is going on. So as you sip your ale, you notice a group of dwarves in the corner sporting the emblem of the hatchets, and a local gang. So we're going to go right into combat so I can show how that works. I attack the dwarves. Yeah. Alright, we're just going to keep attacking. Alright, so I think there's been a misunderstanding. So you have the DM basically warning you to not do stupid stuff, but we're going to do stupid stuff anyways. So you're going to roll initiative. I'm hoping this shows the battle. Okay, here we go. Alright, so when you do a roll, basically it shows your... Hold on. Alright, there we go. So it's basically going to show you the initiatives. So it shows you what the combat rolled. It explains what's going on. So you have dwarf hatchets that my character is attacking. It tells you like how far you are from the enemies. So the first one that is attacking is the dwarf hatchet 2, because if you go here to 2, it shows that they rolled initiative of 20. I only rolled a 17, so I'm next. But it explains what is going on. They're swinging with the hatchet fin, and then it explains how far you are from them, 5 feet away. So now it's my turn. So you can be able to cast what you're looking for. So I have light, true strike, acid splash. So let's just do ray of frost. That's a cantrip that does not... It also shows you... It also shows you what abilities and how many that you have left. If you're unfamiliar with Dungeons and Dragons, you have a set limit of skills that you're able to cast before you have to take a long rest. So let's go ahead and use a level 3 spell. I was thinking about doing the cantrips, but you see how here it shows the cantrips are, infinity. So you can cast that as many times as you want. So we're going to scroll down. Let's see. Let's read about Sleet Storm. Until the spell ends, freezing rain, the ground in the area. Alright, this is what we're going to use. Oh, I guess we had to learn it. Alright, well, this is what we're going to cast. So it shows the casting, it shows how much damage it's going to do, it shows a dexterity save. Then you can choose which one you want to attack. You can also add another attack. I'm not sure if the 5e edition allows you to be able to do a cantrip. I'm just assuming. So you can be able to... You see where the message optional. You can add more information on how you're attacking or however you want to do that. So we're going to go ahead and push submit. So it shows here that my character cast Sleet Storm. Alright, I gotta let it go through everything. Oh, okay. So it's stopping now. Alright, so we're gonna go back up and try to read all this stuff. Or, let's see, hold on. The sound of the hatchet, blah, blah, blah. Okay, here we go. So it shows here that my character casts Sleet Storm. It shows that the dwarf hatchet 1 failed the dexterity throw. I was then able to do 1d4 damage. And it shows how much damage that the dwarf took. It does not show how much HP that they have left. But you can see that it did hurt the dwarf hatchet at least some. So they have minor wounds or minor injuries. And then it keeps going down here. Let's see. Okay, it says that there's slick ice covering the floor. So it does keep that in effect when they are running. So if you ever played Baldur's Gate, when you cast something, like ice, they'll fall down and then they have issues trying to move. So it does keep this in effect, which I really enjoy. Like I said, this is kind of new. So they're getting better every update, but it still has a little bit. But I also want to show this because I'm probably going to end up dying attacking these people. But you can also be able to, do your saving throws. It'll ask you what you want to do. But you could also do your own as well. Like if I want to do persuasion, let's see if we could be able to persuade these dwarves to stop attacking. I realize my actions and try to help dwarf 1 get up from the sleet storm, and I stop attacking and I feign amnesia. So you're gonna roll. So I got a 10, so it's probably not gonna work. So it says, Calasta, it seems you're trying to take a rather unconventional approach to de-escalating the situation. So you feign amnesia, hoping to catch them off guard. They're still struggling to regain their footing. You think a little trick like that will fool me? I've had enough of your magic in your trick, so that didn't work. So let's go ahead and we would have to wait for our next turn, but and then if you want to continue the turn, if you go here to the bottom right, you're just going to push play. It's still going to, attack. But that's pretty much the legit of combat. So I'm going to go ahead and start a new campaign to show you the non-combat elements of this world. Let's just go ahead and do this one. I don't know what is going on, so we'll go back. We'll play whatever this thing is. All right. And also, if you see the invites, that's the though you could be able to have up to 6 players. There are 3 levels of tiers that you could be able to pay for. The first one is $15 at this current time of September 2024. And there are 2 other tiers. Basically, the first tier allows you to invite up to 1 person and so on and so forth for the other bigger plans. So we're going to dive right in. So it says, welcome to the elemental plane of water. You find yourself in the city of glass. You've arrived. Pelmon, the infamous leader of the Bloody Fist. Welcome to Element L. What brings you to our humble tavern today? I am looking for a place to rest. So you see here on the bottom, it does long rest. At this current time, I don't need a long rest, but it resets like your spells and your HP. And then it has, it leads to quests. Basically, they'll give you like hints. Like here it says, I've heard rumors of some unsavory characters lurking around the city. I might be able to help you out with that too. Discreetly, of course. And then up here, he said that he could be able to get a special deal in the room. I'm going to ask what type of unsavory characters. Well, there's been talk of rough-looking humans, armed to the teeth. I've also heard rumors of a mysterious woman. Left eyebrow. Some say she's a spy. Claims she's a treasure hunter. I want to look for the woman. Okay, here is the gold. I am willing to take the risk. I take the quest. I'm just saying this. Normally, when you naturally play this, they'll give you like an acceptance to be able to do the quest, but apparently I haven't progressed further. So you have this area right here. It says you have no active quest. Ask some NPCs if they've heard any. So basically they'll give you a quest. You just accept it. It's basically just a reminder on where to go. You can deny the quest if you don't like what's going on. They have a section here called memories. I've only had 3 encounters on this, but basically it gives you a summary of what happened. You can be able to edit it if you want, which is a nice feature. The other information is you can be able to go here to characters. It'll show you, so here's your character, and then they'll also show the NPCs, and I've been having errors with the... Okay, no, this is working. Alright, so if you want to find more information about an NPC, we're going to go to Edit Character. So it shows you information on the character. I've noticed sometimes it really doesn't keep up with the appearance sometimes, or personality traits. I'm sure that's still, in effect. Let's say that the AI is acting up, and let's say you kill this character Milfon. You can actually kick the character. Are you sure you want to kick this character? They will be removed from the campaign. They're never going to be mentioned again, so you don't have to worry about that. They're on the top left here. You could do an invite. So you see the invite link. So you could be able to copy that, send the link to them, and then they'll be able to play in the party. I have not tried this yet. And then here's the map of the world. I have not played. I've actually been having issues trying to figure out how to get this to work. I might make a future episode to show how this works, but at this current time, you can be able to see, like I said, I'm having issues trying to figure this stuff out. But you can be able to make your own maps. This is something I do not know how to do yet, but now you can see. So also another feature that it does, it'll create its own items. They'll create their own characters. You can also be able to edit, like let's say that you want the Endmaker, what's this fucker's name? Let's see. It doesn't say, so we're just going to do the Innkeeper. Trips on the ground. Face first. Okay. I help the Innkeeper stand up. So you can see I added that information, and I was able to control how I wanted the campaign to go. So you see, as you help the Innkeeper stand up, you'll see that it did carry over the message that happened. Let's say you don't like that answer. You're going to do feedback. You can do storytelling. Too much repetition, forget something, pacing too fast, too slow. If you've played with AI before, they have something similar to this. The best way to get it to re-roll is to do bad storytelling. Just rewrite this message. So, as you can see, it redid it. Normally, when I play these type of AI things, there's only like a refresh button. Just feedback to the developers of that would be better than having to click read, at 3 different options just to re-roll how what's going on. There's also, when you do feedback, there's also other things that you could be able to give to help the developers, do better, or not do better, but help the kinks out in the program. You could also be able to give custom feedback. So I'm done looking at this. I'm going to go to home. Just to let you know, there are cliches. Oh, actually, there's one more thing I want to show you. So we're going to go back to one of these campaigns. So this is probably the best way that's going to affect your campaign. You're going to want to play around with this. So if you click settings, you're going to see a topic that says custom instructions. When you do the custom instructions, if you actually join the Discord, that is linked under the website fables.gg. There are people that give you like good prompts to use. I mean, these people are like prompt engineers. I'm not that good. I usually just do control copy, slap it in there, and it's most of the time it's usually able to most of the time it does follow it. Sometimes it doesn't. It does, let's see, what is show completed? Enable if you're testing your own world. I want you to know when an action, that's a whole thing in itself, which I'm going to show next. So we're going to go to workshop. So let's go to home. And you're going to do workshop. You want to create a world. Each tier has a different setup. There are some that you have a limited amount. I believe with tier 1 you only have 12 slots. So let's say that you want more than that. Well, you're kind of shit out of luck. You're going to have to either upgrade your tier, or you're just going to have to delete a world that you may have worked on for hours. But it's the same thing if you've watched my AI dungeon video. It's pretty similar. I wish there was more details that this had compared to AI Dungeon. I do wish there was more models for generating content, but this program is pretty much in its infancy. They're adding features like every month, so it's getting better and better. I wouldn't compare it to in depth to AI Dungeon. But the thing that AI Dungeon does not have is the ability to be able to make all these wonderful rolls. And for me, that is a huge advantage, and why I'm wanting to stick with this application instead of AI Dungeon. Once they input more language models, I think that this is going to really rival that program. But let's go ahead and create a new campaign. So you could be able to put the name of the campaign. You could be able to choose the, oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, this is all definitely all new. So look at all of these different categories. Oh my gosh. I didn't even know it had all this. So you can literally think of any scenario and slap it in, and you could be able to play the game that way. So let's say that we want to have there's a prehistoric option. Let's see. Let's say we want a vampire. So you could be able to create a vampire world, just with vampires, I'm sure. Actually, you could probably do more than that. So let's say it's in the world of the 1800s in England. Obviously, you could put more details. I'm just for gold pieces. You can also not include the 5e defaults. I highly suggest not doing this. I believe they're trying to add homebrew classes, or they may actually have that in effect. I don't play with the worlds too much. because I just haven't had time to do so. So we're going to go ahead and push submit. You might actually be able to change the currency. Yeah, you can be able to rename the currency. So if you want to play a Harry Potter novel, then what is going on? Let's see, select image. Oh, okay, that's why. All right, we'll click that. Submit. It does give you a bunch of different options. I highly suggest, again, going to Bing until they implement Bing or some other generator besides what the hell they got now. It's the same thing with the create a character. Let's say that you don't know what the hell to make. Okay, you have this right here. Let's say we want to make a male vampire peasant. All right, so you could be able to push generate. These are really good for NPCs or throwaway characters, I feel like. Or if you're just lazy like me. So it does take a little bit of time to be able to create this. We're waiting. All right, here we go. So you have your traditional 5e. You know, you got your humans, your everything else. Like I said, I hate these images. But it has a brief description on who this is. You can be able to, it gives you a complete appearance information. I can show you what Bing does. We're going to select all this. We're going to push copy. We're going to go to Bing itself. Go back to that creator. I'm going to get rid of all this. This is a character of another campaign I'm doing. But we're going to do splash art. I'm going to push comma. Push paste. I haven't even read all this. But it's going to create a character. It's going to, from the appearance. Yes, I also know that I have a ton of notifications and I probably need to clear it, but I'm not going to do that. All right, here we go. So you have some awesome looking, images here. So we're going to go ahead and save it. So we saved it. We'll go back to Fables. Also, the application is not available at this current time on the Play Store or the iPhone, or whatever it's called, the iPhone App Store. Oh, no, I don't want that. You could be able to do upload image. We're going to put this there. All right. It's uploading. It's a little bit more, effort to do this, but I absolutely think it's worth the effort. Let me go back to human because this guy was a human. Then it shows the background. He was a simple farmer, cursed to become... So you can see that it took everything I just said about the vampires. It took everything from the world and it went ahead and implemented it. You could be able to randomize the stats. You could be able to start up... it goes up to level 20. That's what I remember. And let's see, anything else? Huh, that's interesting. I don't see an option to add items yet on the character. Oh, here we go. All right, then you could be able to add... okay, there's another feature that needs to be worked on. Let me check another. Let's see. Armor. Like I said, it's still rather new. It's still probably trying to get the effects. Actually, let me try something. Let me try chainmail. Maybe I just don't know what the hell I'm doing. Let's see. Go. Actually, this is armor. Let's see where this goes. Create new. This is all new to me. Another input that I would tell the developers, how they created, that generator that they had with the yellow. I don't see that as an option. If they could be able to create something like that, that would be wonderful. You can also be able to add races into your own custom. It also might be this application, because this actually has not been... here it is, create new. This actually hasn't even been announced. It's been developed yet. I kind of found it by accident. This is the first version of it, so I'm sure that there's. But this is something you can play around with on your own. Yeah, this is something you're gonna have to create on your own and figure out. It's rather simple. Like I said, it's really, really comparable to AI Dungeon. I may make another remake of this tutorial, maybe in a couple of months if things have been updated. I normally just, what's this? All right, items. Oh, okay, this is interesting. Let's see. I'm guessing this is all stuff that is, oh, now there's the chain shirt. Let me, okay. All right, I don't know. Okay, so I think that pretty much covers it. Like I said, if you go to it, it's really interesting. You can also be able to find other people's worlds. This is, it tells you like what type of setting it is. Medieval. Here's one that's cyberpunk. We're going to look into this one. A city to make fame, get credits, or die trying. But you could be able to create locations. Actually, this is a good example. So when you go into a location, you could be able to add different various, like it's showing it's a shop, a marketplace, an inn. Oh, you can even do a home. How about that? All right, then it shows you the characters. So these are all characters that were generated by the author of this world by the name of Swan. They didn't create custom races, so nor classes. No monsters. It's using the default spells, and it's using the default items. So if you want to get more, I was hoping you could be able to get more information from the author in case you want to see, see what other worlds that person creates. I'm not seeing that as an option unless I just don't know how to navigate it. I'm hoping I could find another one where people have actually put more detail in the races. Nope. Actually, you know what? We're going to go to one I've been working on. Adillis. So, I wanted more of a race with anthropomorphic animals. Avakin. I made one about bird. About birds. I wanted to play an anthropomorphic bird. So I was able to describe the name of the races. I was able to write, you're going to be really you're going to want to be specific on this because it kept trying to create humanoids with flat faces, which birds don't have flat faces. I didn't really want to play a humanoid character. I wanted to play a kind of like a, what do they call those things? And a kenku. Like, it's really similar to a kenku, but like I put the subspecies that I wanted, like the hawks, the eagles, etc. So that is what I did. You do have to, let's say you want to do one with custom instruction. If you want to have a custom race, that custom instructions that I showed, you're going to have to be specific and say, like, all the races are custom species, or you're going to want to say, let's say that rodents are it makes up most of the population. You're going to have to state that rodents make up, the rodentakin are going to make most of the and then here's another. So I was wanting to make a more realistic world where there was like teenagers, children. Promise there's nothing funky going on there. I just wanted to make it more realistic, like people having a family unit. Here was one that I was playing around with. Made it hit die. This is a new feature where you could be able to make. Oh, okay. This I haven't played around with. So apparently now, with spellcasters, you could be able to be more specific, use what spellcasting ability, the role you could be able to use with that. Spell preparation type, known, spell casting, pact, half, third. I don't know what the hell that means. You could be able to choose the cantrips, spells. I guess this is where you would put your custom spells in, which if you go to, and you can also be able to add, images. Again, another randomized feature would be wonderful with this. You could be able to develop your own monsters. So I wanted an octopus for whatever reason in the game. Okay, here we go. I wanted actually a lot of these are from, there was one I created. Okay, here it is. Umbral Wisp. So we're going to edit. Actually, I don't know what the hell's going on. Okay, we're just going to create another character. So, okay, here we go. Okay, yeah, new monster. So you can also be able to create random ones. Let's say we want a small, I don't know. I'm trying to think of what to put down. A small carnivorous parrot. Alright, so it created a name for the parrot. You could be able to choose the alignment. So this would probably be more chaotic neutral. It gives you a description. You could be able to add this, the speed feat. Like, this thing ain't gonna burrow. You could be able to do fly. Add how much HP it's gonna be. Oh, this is new. You could be able to add, I guess it creates actions for, that is nice. But I believe you can only put 2 actions here, or 2 monster abilities. So hopefully the developers will give you more slots for that. Unless I just don't know what I'm doing again. I don't know what I'm doing. So you can be able to, I don't know how many you can make up to, so, but this gives you an idea. You'll be able to add damage vulnerabilities, such as fire. You can add resistances, damage immunities, condition immunities, so that gives you an, we're going to trash that. Cement. Okay, so now we have Fleshbeak Parrot in the campaign. So, alright, so there we see the monster. And then, like I said, you can create your own if you want. You can be able to create your own spells. This has not been randomized yet. If I had more time, I would show you how that works, but I'm sure you can be able to take the time to hopefully figure that out. Same thing with items. We're going to do create new. They do not have the randomization feature on this yet. But, again, hopefully you can be able to figure this out. They have, like, rarities. You can be able to add the weight. You can be able to see if it's a magic item. You can enter the cost of how much it would be in a shop. So you get the idea on that. There's one more thing I want to cover, which is the map itself. So we need to go to edit. Nope, don't want to do that. Let's see. I'm trying here. Alright, here it is. So if you want to create an area, there is randomization on that. So, all right. So here it just made a mystical forest surrounded in perpetual twilight. So, well, let's make this the main hub. Also, you could be able to put in the, you could be able to put in how you want the, like if you want it to be a shop or whatever. So this is a point of interest. So it just developed, I guess, like a vampire meeting area or something. I don't know. So that, and then what you're going to want to do is when you're creating these, you have to be able to choose a parent area. So that's basically stating that this area is in the Duskwood Hollow. Again, okay, I guess because I didn't put in the coordinates right, that's why it's, oh no, here we go. All right, so if you push to get more information, all you have to do is just push on it and it can show more information. There are different, so usually like an area is what you're going to want to put for like a territory, such as like the forest. You could do like a beach or, you know, something along that lines. The points of interest are more like smaller areas like inns, shops. Also, let's go back to the areas. It could also be like a town. You could, that at the point of interest, basically, you're going to want to make those the shops, inns. But this pretty much covers everything, at least for this current model. If it changes significantly, I will be more than happy to do another tutorial. Like I said, there is one that I didn't go over, which was the map, because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. You'll have to play around with it. Also, if you want to share the world, you could be able to make this public. I will say that this is a fairly this can be a mature environment, so if you have, you know, if you're playing with your children, be careful on what you type, because it doesn't really, it tries, I will say that, but just be careful. That's all I can say. And if you want the more friendly version, if we go back to campaigns, let me push continue on here. If you go to settings and you see Chat GPT 4.0 Mini at this current time, that is the more family friendly option. That is what I would suggest doing. And also I kind of found that the writing is easier and I usually had better results. But like I said here, for custom instructions, as a reminder, go to the Discord. That information can be found right here on the home. The yellow button says join Discord. You could also be able to read the announcement to see what new features are coming. But I mean, I'm happy with this product. I don't feel like it's a waste of time. But I hope that you found this informative, and hopefully it helped you out. If you have any questions, just ask in the comments. Like I said, this is a small team that is doing this. It's not a big, large team. I think like 3 people are doing this. And I'm sure they have like their, their alpha testers and that sort. But like I said, I'm happy with the product. I hope to see it flesh out some more. And, well, I hope y'all have a good rest of your day. If you have any questions, just ask. And if I can't answer the questions, then ask it in the Discord. And I'm sure that the developers and other players will be more than happy to answer how this works. And the other thing I want to add, like I said, there are cliches that there's always a the biggest ones are hidden figures. The other ones are also There's always a character named Alara created. I don't know why. But like I said, you can go back and you can just delete some of these. I had one campaign where my character follows like this time, this god dragon that changes time. So I literally just had my character as the god. She prayed to the god to have the hooded figure disintegrated, and the rest of the inn acted like nothing happened. It really cracked me up. And there's always a small ornate box that is created. And they also seem to like to give you like they're like, do you want to pay the price? Just silly things like that. Like I said, it's still in a very much alpha state, but for what they have, it's wonderful. But just tell me how you enjoy the product, and try to help the developers make it the best that they can. And anyways, like I said, I think this could be even better than AI Dungeon. It just all depends on how the community acts within it, and just report bugs, and make it a good community. Don't make it toxic. Let's all just help each other out. I hope that this is informative, and y'all have a good rest of your day.